Hey legends, how you going? Been a minute since we posted a video over here on YouTube, but we are back and I'm committed to actually having some sort of regular upload schedule. So, on that note, let's get into today's video. So it's a horrible, cold, rainy, wet, windy day here in Tasmania, so I thought this is an awesome opportunity to sit down with you guys and actually try some whiskey. So the one I've got today is the Paragon single malt. This is the current release that's available on the website. So I thought we would go through how we made it, what's the deal with it, and what's it like. So as I said, it's the currently available single malt release. Now remember, single malt, this means that this whiskey was produced from 100% malted barley only, no other grains. It is water, it is barley, it is yeast. Now being a small distillery, it was up until not that long ago that we were using 20 litre barrels only. Now, all three of the barrels of whiskey that went into this release came from those little 20 litre barrels. Now here's the interesting bit. When we buy barrels, we're relying on the cooperage or the vineyard to tell us what that barrel previously held. Now, two of the barrels that went into making this whiskey, it was told to us that they had held red wine. Now, when a vineyard or a cooperage tells you that the barrels were red wine, they're basically saying that they don't really track what type of red wine that barrel was, just that they know 100% fact it was red wine. So, when we declare it as being Pinot or Port or Sherry or something like that, that is because we know for a fact that's what it was. When we say red wine, well, that's because all we're ever told is that it was a type of red wine. So apart from the two little 20 litre barrels that once held red wine that went into this whiskey, there was also a third barrel, a little 20 litre barrel that held a Tasmanian Pinot. And that just added so much to this whiskey when we were trying them and deciding on the potential of blending them together. It was just one of those things we knew had to happen. As soon as we tried it, there was no coming back. Now, once we knew the three barrels that were going to go into this whiskey, we had that on lock. We had to decide on the bottling strength. Now, that involves tasting it at various different strengths, right through from how it came out of the barrel down to that low sort of 40s. Now, just through experience with our whiskies, knowing that we want to put them out the way we want to take them home and drink them. It's not about deciding what the market wants, it is what we want, sitting on our shelves at home. So we know that we really like our whiskies around the high 40s, low 50s. So we're sort of trying them cask strength down to around 45%. And for this one, it just hit right on 45%. We couldn't go away from that. It was so good, so well balanced, and such an easy drinker that decision was made. So now that we had that decision locked in, that means we knew we had now 117 bottles of this whiskey. And that's all that will ever exist of this whiskey. So now you know what it is and how we got to it. Let's pour ourselves a glass. So we've got the Glencairn, we got the whiskey. Let's get ourselves a drink. And straight away, you're going to see that beautiful amber color. That is just gorgeous. Now, before I get into this whiskey, I'm going to take the opportunity to give a massive thank you to these guys right here. These guys are all part of the Patreon community. We're chatting over on Discord. We're getting involved in Patreon behind the scenes, and I can't thank these guys enough. They are helping support me to make this kind of content, to have this extra time, to do these videos for you guys. So I can't thank all you legends enough. If you want to be part of the Patreon, hit the link below. You can check it out there. And guys, massive, massive thank you. All right, back to the whiskey. So there it is right there. You've seen the color. Now on the nose, there is straight up a lot of fruit going on in this glass. We've got dates, we've got raisins, we've got a little bit of peach even up the back end. Vanillas and caramels also shining through on this whiskey, which is just an absolute delight on the nose. So that said, let's get ourselves a taste. And I'm gonna go easy on the camera with this one. You guys know how it goes with the phone, but this one's a bit more expensive, so nice and gentle. All right, let's go. Now you guys know how we do that. First taste, we tend not to worry about too much. It's to coat the mouth, give us a bit of a reset. It's the second taste. When we're going for that one, We're gonna try and pay attention to what's going on. See what our brain picks up. This is all just pattern recognition. You're relating these flavors to things that you've experienced in the past. So with that said, cheers. Such an easy drinking whiskey. Like, honestly, if you're someone that's new to whiskey and you're struggling to find ones that don't just pop off in your face, this is going to be something that you might really enjoy. It comes across as a sweet whiskey. A lot of those stewed fruit notes going on. The vanillas and the caramels are in there. Some nice wood influence from those ex-wine barrels, whether it be the red wine ones from South Australia or the used Pinot barrel from Tasmania. Really, really nice balance across all three of those barrels. Just came together so well. We were happy with this one right from the moment that we actually tried experimenting putting them together. It was one of those things that just stood out and shined as having to happen. I can't help myself, I got to get another one. It's just really good. It carries a nice little bit of heat thanks to that higher alcohol at 45. As I said, those beautiful fruit and vanilla caramel notes that shine through, and those flavors really hang on for a long time. They're going to carry across your palate for a good couple of minutes after a mouthful of this whiskey. So as I said, if you want to check out this whiskey, it is still available on the website. There's probably about a dozen to 2 dozen bottles left, and once they're gone, I mean it, they are gone for good. These whiskies don't happen a second time. So that's it there. It's called the Paragon. Its bottling code is ND38. If you want to check out the side label, grab yourself a screenshot right there. And guys, massive thank you for checking out this video. Hit subscribe if you're new, because we want to grow this account. We want to do more and more videos here as time goes on. All the other socials are down below if you want to check them out as well. And guys, thank you. I'll catch you all in the next one.